Hello everybody and welcome to Camden County College Cougar Esports. We're getting right into the action here. It'll be Camden County College versus UCM NSL week number 5. We get right into the action here. Face-off goes the way UCM. Rye Eddie here. Working it here against Grease, Hidden Kid. Rye Eddie as well. Looks like he's going to put a pass back there to X. We haven't seen much from UCM this year. I believe they are 3-1. Cougars 2-2 on the season. Grease. Here now. This is always a fun part of the game. We get to make up some names here. I'm going to go with Python. P-Y-T-N. I'm going with Python. 88G. Call him 80. And Grease are your UCM black players. And we have Camden County College, of course, with Eddie, X, and Hidden Kid, which of course we saw last week as well. Grease going for the demo there. A nice redirect from X. Python though ready. This defense solid, pushes it into the offensive zone. A solid pass there. Grease a little off target. Python here trying to keep it in play. X, however, going to contest him. 88G pushing it away from UCM net. Now on the attack is Python here. X goes for the demo, doesn't get it, but does get a clear, gets a second hit as well. Pushing in here. Now the neutral zone. Python just barely gets it over Eddie. Eddie just needs a piece of it, however. Grease now up. Might be a scary ball for the Cougars, but it will hit the crossbar. And then it will bounce away harmlessly. Now X trying to work something here in the corner. Another scary ball off of the backboard, however, does get a solid clear. Looking for a second or third hit from his teammates here. Does get the second, but not get the third. Python now on the attack. Grease sending back into Cougar zone. The UCM black team will strike first in this best of 5 game number 1. By the way, this is NSL number 5. If anybody watching, we absolutely love, give us a follow. Camden County College Cougar Esports, we're having fun every week here. Get involved if you're a student, if you're a spectator, give us a follow. All right, here we go. It looks like the Cougars were trying to set something up there. Didn't quite materialize. Eddie, though, disrupting for his team. Now X on the attack here. A solid hit, perhaps. Does get another hit off of the wall. Severs team, it does go wide, however. Now the Cougars will have to play defense here. Hidden Kid is ready in a good spot here, potentially. Does get it over a couple of the UCM players. Does get a shot on goal, but Python ready for him. Set up here for X, and the Cougars will strike back. Knotting it up at 1 apiece. So a really good setup there from Eddie. X able to deposit that into the goal bank. Now 1-1. If this game is any indication, we certainly have a great match on our hands. Grease here. Looks like he didn't quite have it. X with a demo. Python going to have to be big for his team. Gets one hit. Does get to move it off of his defensive zone. Cougar zone, but it looks like that will be short-lived. Grease here gets it over Eddie, but now right into the waiting hands of X. Hidden Kid in a good position. Does go a little bit wide. Python ready for him. Now X trying to work it here. We got a little bit of bumped here. Trying to maybe do a bit of a pass back. Python now. Not quite. Not at this elo. Eddie ready for that one. Cougars now just working it into the corner, trying to find something. Good disruption from Hidden Kid now. As the Cougars really putting up the pressure. Perhaps another hit here from X. Not quite. Hidden Kid also got bumped in the late midfield, but Eddie ready to push it here into the zone. Hidden Kid now. It looks like, I mean, if we had to be honest here, the Cougars certainly seem to be the better team, certainly the more aggressive team. Are mostly playing in the UCM zone here. Whip there. Anything, and so far it's not. And again, the Cougars not giving up here. UCM not able to get it out of their zone. A bit of a double commit there. Python able to bail his team out, finally give them a breather. Eddie not quite ready for that one. The ball bounced there. Maybe wasn't quite ready for that. UCM UCM now will take a 2-1 lead. Actually, it may have been a call-off, and then we saw a demo there. Maybe some just some bad luck, but now the Cougars will have a minute to get back into this game number 1. 88G here. A pretty solid attempt, actually, from UCM. I like the idea. Good pass back from Python. Grease, keep the pressure on, a bump onto Eddie. Keep the pressure on still. 88G. We've seen 88G missing a couple of those bunnies on the wall. Good pass up to X. X with the 50 ball keeps the ball in the attacking zone. Now we see a couple of contests here. Good demo from Eddie and a good setup, potentially hidden kid, but Python ready. Not sure if that shot was going to be on anyway. But as it stands, 10 seconds for the Cougars to get back into this one. A defensive affair so far from both squads. 2-1. Grease just trying to kill the clock, gets it into the air. Hidden kid keeps it alive. 88G certainly just looking to make some contact. The Cougars will go down swinging in game number 1. But it is, of course, a best of 5. Lots of action still to come. So the Cougars looking to bounce back in this game number 2 here. We'll see just how that happens. And again, we saw a lot of really good pressure from the Cougars. I would say it seemed to be about a 70-30 split in favor of Camden County College on the attacking zone, but sometimes with the baseball playoffs amongst us, we all know that it's timely hitting. Good pass up there from X. Hidden kid trying to get something going. X just barely missing that ball there. AG will be the beneficiary and start to push that into his team's zone. But again, we've seen 88G not able to really get too much off the ball there. Something maybe the Cougars can exploit. Grease, large for his team. Game number 1, and he will be large again. Gets us started, drawing first blood for UCM. UCM Black up 1-0. The Cougars, we saw them bounce back, get that goal back. Game number 1, a pretty good setup here, you would think, but 88G ready. A demo on a Python will surely mean the attack might be able to continue, but Grease with the good handle, he's going to try something off the ceiling here. A nice second hit from him, trying to set up his team. Hidden kid pushing in here, up to Eddie, keep the attack going. Maybe just a little tap here. Again, we're going to have to see that the UCM's going to have to lay out for these. Eddie pushes it here into the corner. Looks like the Cougars will be able to survive this attack, I would think. Now, not quite done just yet. A really, really strong shot midfield from Python. We have to see that one again. This was a great flight. Wow, that's just a fantastic shot. Sharp angle. No question about it. UCM now up 2-0. Plenty of time left to go, though, for a few of the Cougars. Wow, great pass. We're starting to see UCM really get into a rhythm here. Bit of a double commit. Now they have a slight advantage, will the Cougars? Now it just appears that, like I said, UCM may be gaining a little bit of momentum here. Does get through, does the ball toward UCM's defensive zone, but now Grease here. We've seen Grease be a large player for their team. Now X and the Cougars with it, but 88G is just a great spot. Grease gonna try and dunk the ball. In fact, doesn't have to. 88G with the mortar shot from midfield. These kinds of shots you actually don't see that often. Usually those balls pretty easily collected by players of this caliber, but I think it was just a bit of a rotational game there. 3-0, UCM with a pretty large lead, but still plenty of time remaining. The Cougars are going to want to have to get something started pretty quickly. Grease, we've seen really strong positioning from UCM in the midfield. We've seen a lot of possessions turn. X, however, is on the breakaway, and he will bring the Cougars back to within 2-3-1. Camden County College striking back, not going quietly into the night. Of course, this is only game number 2. Plenty of Rocket League left for us here. 3-1, 2 minutes, 50 seconds remaining. Game number 2. Grease. That may have been a pretty strong hit had he been able to get it. As it stands, it's going to be a tough spot. Hidden Kid with the hero save. Good hit. Redirect from Grease. It's going to send the ball into a pretty solid spot here for UCM. But Eddie with a I'm not even sure. That could have been a pitch there, but Eddie, regardless, does have a strong contact here. Eddie and Hidden Kid going for that ball there, sending it into the corner, not able to get anything out of it just yet. Now a bit of a double commit. Was that planned? I'm not sure. Looked like we may have actually gotten a mid-air pitch there. Grease with the setup. Oh, no, we did. It was just a second hit there from Python. And it looked like 88G perhaps. It was a bit of a diversion. Regardless, 4-1. UCM up. That's all important. Game number 2, you certainly want to keep it close if you're the Cougars. Hits the crossbar, does the shot. Python trying to make something happen there. The redirect. Eddie now pushing it up for his team. Definitely an opportunity, but X gets stuffed by the 88G. Grease now with the ball, with the handle. He's going to perhaps try and set himself up. 88G will be the recipient here if X is able to get it out, but he does. He's able to push it here toward UCM side. All up onto the top left crossbar. Not be able to be handled, but Hidden Kid able to keep it into the zone here. Definitely a very scary setup ball for the Cougars. So far, if you're Camden County, it's going to be a clock that's really going to be your enemy here. 88G playing good defense. Grease as well. Make sure to kill some extra clock. A minute 11. The Cougars need to get to work now to get started. Make sure to stay in this game. 1 minute remaining in game number 2. NSL week number 5. UCM already with the game advantage, looking to go up 2-0. It's best of 5. Eddie here, a really solid setup potentially for his team in the corner. We've just seen really strong defense. And again, I hate to bring up a baseball analogy again, but timely hits, timely contact. Some really solid plays from UCM thus far. Only 30 seconds remaining. You'd like to think that this game probably is over. You'd have to see some heroics. You'd have to see some miracles happen, and that's exactly how that could get started with a tough shot there from X. It doesn't find the net. UCM now looking just to kill the clock here. Grease just content to push the ball around a little bit. Well, Cougars almost get on the board, feeling good about that one. Python switching it up, redirecting the ball at the very last second, so the Cougars are down 0-2. But again, these teams are certainly evenly matched. We saw that in game number 1. Camden County College looking to bounce back here, and will be possibly the deciding game. Game number 3, UCM looking for the sweep. The Cougars saying, hold on a second. We have some more game left to play. Or at least that's what we hope they're saying. We'll find out here in just a moment. We might have a technical issue. Oh. All right, never mind. UCM gets back just in time. Looks like both teams just kind of respecting one another, kind of making sure to start on neutral ground there, which is good. Certainly now the game can get started. X here on the wall, gets it over one, a good 50 ball into the corner. Beats Python as well, doing some great work, a great setup, looking for the dunk from Hidden Kid, and he gets it. The Cougars will strike first. Great play here from X. Some great 50 balls from him, sets his teammate up. Hidden Kid able to deposit the first goal of game number 3. The Cougars again not going quietly. X now with a bit of a breakaway, but right to Grease. He's ready. Grease up again. Beats Hidden Kid in the sky. Python now trying to get something going, and a really scary ball, but Python just redirects it ever so slightly. And now X with the ball with control. Grease disrupts him. Hidden Kid is ready. Gets up into the sky as well. Gonna just collect this ball and hit the ground. Eddie in position as well. Now, I mean, we're seeing some really solid hits here from Camden County. We're also seeing some impeccable body control from Grease, however. UCM squad. Now here comes Eddie. Good contest from him. Again, we saw this in game number 1. Relentless on the attack were the Cougars in that game. Redirect over top of Eddie and Grease. Able to knot it up for UCM. See that one just one more time. Just barely able to get it over Camden County's defense. And here we go, 1-1. Everything was built up to be, and more perhaps. Really scary ball, and that is just unlucky. And then lucky for Camden County as the ball will not find the net. Kid demoed across the field, and now it will come down to a shot here. But there's a lot of Cougars to beat, and now X trying to push it toward UCM zone. Eddie will push it up even further, right over to Python. Seeing a lot better play here now from Cougars, but this is quite a mighty shot here. Good contact. X ready, pushes it into the attacking zone. 1-1 early goings here in game number 3. Oh, Grease with a whiff! And yes, you certainly can't do that at this kind of level. Hidden Kid, the recipient of some charity. But you know what? The fact is you have to be able to put the ball in the net, and he certainly was able to do so. Bit of a whiff there from Grease. UCM. Certainly not. We don't expect to see that all that often at this level of Rocket League play. But regardless, the fact is 2-1. Cougars up in this game, looking to make sure that this can go to game number 4. And Eddie robbed. Good defense from UCM, but wait a minute, a bit of a friendly fire situation. Perhaps we need to see that one last time. X able to put this in play, but UCM's defense did not recover from that last situation. And suddenly, the Cougars with a 2-goal lead. Oh, some banter from both teams. Hopefully, all good-natured, we hope. Regardless, Camden County is up 3-1. Good defense from X there. EDAG not able to get much in the midfield here. X off of the wall. Really strong hit from him. Grease trying to get a little bit more going. Hidden Kid, however, not letting it happen. EDAG. Clearly, we're seeing that, you know, EDAG might have maybe a little bit beneath some of these players at times. On a skill level, I think Cougars a little bit more evenly matched in that way. The Cougars thought they may have had something. We saw another whiff from UCM. Luckily, it did not bite them in the butt. Eddie now getting into the action, getting into the scoring action. 4-1. The Cougars now with a 3-goal lead. 2 minutes remaining, though, is an eternity. Certainly not. You're not playing on your back foot if you're the Cougars. You want to continue to attack here. No lead is safe in Rocket League. Redirect there from X. 88G with the contest. X, though, with a great clear off of the backboard. Eddie now maybe the recipient of a great pass as well from X. Python now trying to push it into the Cougars zone. Is going to get a shot here. A redirect from Hidden Kid, and they're not able to deposit. They're not able to capitalize, I should say. 4-1, the Cougars just holding on, but Grease trying to keep his team alive. 4-2. UCM certainly not out of this game just yet. minute 25 remaining in what is game number 3. Cougars, like we said, trying to stay alive in this one. UCM trying to send us home early. Good contest, good bump there from X, but Grease, he has been the player of the match for UCM. A wizard when he gets the ball in space. Nothing comes of that attack, however. Now the Cougars with some numbers, a shot there. Rebound shot from Hidden Kid will go high and wide. Up, I like it. A bump in the air now from Hidden Kid, trying to be the disruptor. X now gets it through the defense. And you just love to see these moments because ultimately it's just killing some clock. The clock is your friend if you're the Cougars. 30 seconds remaining in this match, a 2-goal lead. We're seeing some remarkable Rocket League. Eddie with a great contest, a 50 ball there in the air. And again, you just see those balls just hanging out there, just bouncing slowly. Ultimately, it's just killing clock. Now UCM with a full head of steam, but it looked like on our screen that X just completely took Python's position. And with only 3 seconds remaining, you're feeling pretty good if you're Camden County College Cougars. Trying to take us here to game number 4. Grease may have had one there, or 88G may have had a freebie, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Cougars striking back the series now 2-1. It was everything it was billed to be, folks. Game number 4, no sweeps for either team, and now we are in the thick of it. The Cougars bouncing back, getting game number 3, and starting us off strong here. Good, what appeared to be a pretty good attempt, but again, UCM's defense has been relatively strong, especially when they're set up. And Python able to get a ball over the Cougars defense here. Let's take a look at it again. Good setup from him, just good positioning, just strong, solid contact. Nothing special going on there, but honestly, fundamentals that win you games. Cougars now down early in the game, but plenty of Rocket League action left for us. X contesting Grease does take the handle away from him. 88G. Eddie able to beat 2 players, giving his team the attack and an opportunity. Eddie now setting Hidden Kid up. Hidden Kid not able to get one on that. 88G now. So here we have it. Now Eddie with a very strong shot. Grease, however, ready to defend it. Python, you would think, would be able to get a solid clear here. Does get it over Hidden Kid. Now X, however, in a good spot. And Hidden Kid trying to play bumps against 2 players, and that's a little tough now. Grease sending the ball up ahead. UCM contesting in the midcourt here, midfield. Strong, solid contest from X. Hidden Kid gonna keep it alive, keep the attack alive for his team. The ball bouncing out of the corner. A bit of a double hit there for the Cougars. Send them packing on that attack. Now 88G trying to set up his team. Hidden Kid not going to let him have that kind of space. Eddie now. Neither team really getting the ball in space in this game. X just barely misses that save there. Gets very close. Ball just gets over top of Hidden Kid and hit X very close. Quarter second would be the difference in that goal. UCM now up 2-0. Saw some fancy moves there in the air. Some really solid team play. X able to disrupt it, but 88G is going to be ready. It's a pretty slow ball, and the defense is there for Camden County. 2-0, certainly plenty of time left remaining. Like a bit of a fake there potentially from Grease is eventually able to get it out of a dangerous spot there for his team. ADAG not with the hardest hit. Eddie now will probably have something off of the wall here, you would think. Python able to set it up ahead. Eddie playing for bumps. Not able to quite get it, but the defense, we saw quite a display there. Quite a turn of offense. Great defense and great offense, but the great defense will be supreme. Reign supreme. Grease now with a demo on a hidden kid. Python just going to try and set up for his teammates. He does see them. He tips it on a tee off of the wall. Great shot from Python here. Well, great setup and a great shot from Grease. Just really good team play from those two. All right. Cougars will certainly have to get something going soon here if they want to stay in this match and this series. UCM on the attack. Eddie disrupting that, however, does get a shot on goal. So far, nothing to show for it just yet. Python and Eddie there exchanging blows, and now X maybe almost had the handle there. This could be a carbon copy of the same play we just saw, but the Cougars are not going to let them have space, and it looked like the rare triple commit. Unfortunately, the Cougars not able to keep it up, not able to keep the attack going. Certainly would want that one back. Python disrupting the 1v2 in mid. Ball being sent to the top crossbar and away into the corner by UCM. Gonna be a tough spot there. Grease with a solid shot. We'll see that one again. Early GG's coming out. No love lost. No love lost from these two teams, it would appear. 4-0, UCM up. Cougars at this point looking to get a quick score to give themselves a chance. Spot there for Camden County College. A redirect from Grease that was very strong, but just a little bit wide. 30 seconds left. Good 50 ball from Grease. Going to give his team a chance. Hidden Kid able to send it up. Oh, now we're seeing something this caster's going to have to edit out later. Certainly don't like to see that from these two teams. All right, well, UCM will win that series 3-0. 3-1. Cougars able to bounce back there in game number 3. Definitely a close match in the sense that, certainly plenty of skilled players in on both squads. So yeah, sorry about that. Got a little distracted. We had to watch the banter there a little bit. I'd like to thank everybody for watching. If you haven't yet given us a follow, make sure to give us a follow there at the top, at the bottom right of your screen, that little heart. Really do appreciate everybody watching. The stream will be on a couple more times this week with casting, certainly Wednesday and Friday. Wednesday we'll have a Valorant game. Friday we will have a Counter-Strike game, so make sure to tune in for that. Really appreciate everybody for watching. All right, take care.